Okay, well, it's been a busy morning. I've created a new smoke lid, highly modified, as you can see. The original smoke lids are solid, right? No openings. Then I realized if I had an opening for the chuff sound, I could hear it better, given this has a mechanical chuff. So this case, I went a little berserker and I opened it up, and you can hear the chuff sound. I've tidied up the assembly, as you can see. I've slid this guy over to the right just a little more, and kept things nice and neat so that it will fit up in the cave. I didn't put this piece in. I put a pigtail on it. Dan and I thought that might help. Might do some of that stuff over here, but I have it now wired up. Power is coming up here in AC, converted to DC, and then the DC is sending it out to one, the motor controller, digital reverse, and two, the power regulator for the smoke. Pardon me. The regulator is adjusted to 8 volts. So no matter, this is a buck boost regulator, so it'll boost it up or buck it down, whichever we're getting. So if I start off at 5 volts, it's going to boost it up to 8, and if I jack it up to 13, I'm going to highball, it'll push it down to 8. So it's 8 constant. The 8 comes in here, and that yields at full speed maximum power. The fan, or the puff of air, is blowing away heat in order that the heater has to raise its temperature to just about 6 volts. At idle, or at about 30 miles an hour, it comes way down, like 5, maybe below 5. So it's between 5 and, I'll say 4.5 to 6 volts is the range that we're getting from the heater. And this is an 8 ohm Lionel heater. It's 5 millimeters below the surface of the PC board, and just above that heater is a thermistor, which is a temperature sensor. And this chip takes the temperature sensor data and a reference point, and modifies the voltage going to the heater. That's how I maintain a good temperature regardless of the airspeed. One of the things I've yet to do is drill out the opening. As you can see here, the opening needs to be drilled out so that we can fit our stem in, and I've still got it on the tiny opening. I'm going to have to drill that out when I get done with this video, but I thought it's worth showing you now because this is a damn good engine. Now I've got a debate, where am I going to put this? I don't know. I could put it in the 287 right away. I could just put the shell on it and take it down the road and see what happens. Or I could put it in the 290. I'm not sure where I want it to go right now, and I have 2.5 hours to do it. Is my goal. Have one of those engines running today is my goal. Okay, here we go. I'm going to set it off and see where we are. We're in neutral. I'm going to bring it back down and find that we're in reverse. Now we're in neutral, and now we're in forward. Okay, so now we're in forward using the logic, the same flyer logic, going through the board, power coming through. One thing, I wrapped this with a little more angel hair than this one. It has a more thick bundle. It works fine. The challenge is it takes longer to warm up. So we're not seeing any smoke yet. Now it may be that low speed I'm going to have to crank it up a little bit and see. I don't know, but I'll do that as I get going. But it'll warm up and it'll smoke any minute now to start smoking. Unless it's not. I was just smoking, for Christ's sake. Come on, you turkey, smoke. I saw a wisp of smoke. Now I'm seeing smoke. Now we're seeing, there's our smoke. Now it's cooking. It likes that 6 degrees. That little hole probably isn't helping anything either. Okay, so now we got warmed up. That's because I got too much hair in there. I didn't feel like taking it out after I realized it. But I'll make notes, all my notes I do when I assemble these things every time. So I'll have that for the next assembly. I'll cut back on the amount of angel hair I wrap around the heater coil. But as you can see, there's smoke, 50, there's 30, That's 30, cruising. I don't know how low can it go. There's 15 miles an hour. I don't know if it can pull a load or not, but it does have the big boosters in there, doesn't it? So what we have here is a Pacific with American Flyer smoke. The only thing I did was I drilled out the holes to pull the smoke down to. Okay, drilled those holes out so I could get the smoke down a little easier for my old eyes and hands. I'm at 45 miles an hour. I'm at 60, 75. 75 sounds nice, doesn't it? Now you can see a little vibration, and it's not on a very stable surface. Oh, look at this. I got some leaks on the back side. And I had to pull that side up and look and put it back down, so I might have broken the seal. I'll have to do that again. Crap. Well, when I open that up, that might keep it from leaking again. There's 90. There's 90 miles an hour, and you can hear that chuff. That chuff sound is coming out. Look at that smoke coming out of there, too. All right, flat out, 120. That's all she's got. That's a smooth runner, isn't it? Oh, my goodness. And that smoke. All right, we're coming into the shop. Don't want any hot rodding around here. No jackrabbit starts. Okay, so I'm going to make a decision. I'm going to drill that out, and while I'm drilling it out, I'll be thinking about which engine I'm going to put it in, the 287 or the 290. I'm thinking the 290 would probably be a faster assembly because it's gutted already, and I just put the shell on top and boom, we're done. Okay, so let me see what I can come up with in the next 2 hours, and I'll let you know. We'll be seeing one of those go around the track. Okay, later.